might be working. I might be live on YouTube today, guys. Isn't that awesome? Let me get an X post up for this. Well, welcome back, everybody, to episode 3 of Addressing the Issues. Oh, have we started? Gotta make sure everything's muted today. Oh, it is working. Copy. Live now on Rumble and YouTube. Discussing the blue wave and what was it? And air troubles. Paste. I'm now on Rumble and YouTube discussing the blue wave and air troubles. Perfect. Alright, well, the election's over. It went pretty much how I expected. New Jersey, Mikey Sherrill won. Virginia is the one that I, got wrong. I thought the incumbent could pull it out. Obviously, low turnout there. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, you could say it was the irregularities on election day. Bomb threats at locations, SWATs at locations, the machine's not working. The margins were huge. Jay Jones, he pulled it off. Can't believe that. Texas 18 is down to a runoff between two Democrats. Then New York City. Wow. I can't believe that. The most capitalist city and possibly the world voted for a socialist. Can you believe it? I can't. I don't understand. But you can't say it wasn't forewarned. You can't say you couldn't see it coming. Everybody could. The Democrats even told us it was going to happen. And I don't think we fought hard enough. We didn't turn out. Republicans, it's time for some soul searching. It really is. There's no one to blame but ourselves. Honestly. You have to show up to the polls and vote. Whether it be early voting, whether it be on election day. I'm not a big fan of early voting, but you got to show up at some point. Or this is what we get. Now you can blame bad turnout on, obviously, the irregularities on election day, but I think it goes a lot deeper. And it's something we're just going to have to address. The infighting and bickering just simply doesn't motivate people to join our cause. It looks bad. You champion free speech and then we'll cancel some of your biggest, most loyal supporters. I mean, that's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, guys. And that's probably why people didn't show up. They know we're not loyal. We don't act loyal. That's the truth. I mean, you say one thing, you do the other. It's like that all the time. Say, oh, we're going to stand 10 toes down on this funding bill in the Senate. I still think they'll cave. I think they'll cave. And I think this just shows, I mean, I guess not shows, but will play into that cave. They will absolutely. They'll play right into the Democrats' hand. You go back a few days, you had the Heritage Foundation's Kevin Roberts, the current spokesman. He posted a short video. There was a couple main points. They were not canceling each other and standing with free speech and debate. I feel like those are honestly non-objectionable as a conservative. That's what this movement has been built on, is being open to new ideas, discussing them. It's all of what got Trump elected the second time. It was his promises to the American people, particularly on free speech. That's why having Elon on board was so huge at the time. But while we're focusing on policing our speech, we're getting swept. We're getting swept in elections. We're focused on infighting, and we're getting swept. Just, it's unreal. Another main thing that I noticed is we're not focusing on maintaining rights anymore. That's kind of just gone by the wayside. Now, whether that is something that, I mean, if that's a bigger scheme plan, I'd like to know now. I guess it is. It must be. I think it's a feature, not a bug. I mean, if that's what we consistently do, we are showing that as just a feature of the conservative system right now, is thought policing each other, censoring debate, censoring speech, and that's not what this sweeping victory in 2024 was built on. So it is time to do soul searching. We need to look back at what worked, and now we can look at what doesn't work. And I mean, yesterday was a prime example of what doesn't work. I thought back today, I was like, when was the moment I knew Zoran Mondani would win? It's actually it was in the Democratic primary. It was a speed round, and they asked all of the want-to-be mayors. They said, where's your first international visit going to be? And he answered. He said he would stay in New York City and focus on the 5 boroughs. I mean, I'm cutting up the statement and the question a little bit. I mean, I don't remember the full quote. But that's what he said. He said he would stay in New York City and focus on the 5 boroughs. And I was like, wow, that's probably what matters to them. It's probably what matters to the people of New York City. It's probably what matters to most Americans, actually. We're worried about home right now. You can talk all you want to about foreign affairs. I like to. It's interesting. But what matters to the main person in America right now is the cost of living, cost of energy, cost of food, having good schools. That's what matters to us right now. The majority of Americans are tired of hearing about other countries, if not exhausted. Just absolutely exhausted. We talk about problems in the Middle East or talk about problems in Europe. We have problems at home. We really do. And that's where this needs to come back to. And I hope we can come back around to that. I hope the conservative movement will come back around and, like Mondani said, focus at home. We have problems at home. I guess it may seem easier said than done. I mean, you see things all the time on the internet. They look horrible. But walk out your front door. Walk around your city. You'll realize there's lots of poverty, litter, just absolutely, things that impact you on the everyday basis. Crime. I don't think he'll do the best at addressing that, but these are things that actually impact Americans. And I think the conservatives have strayed away from that, unfortunately. It's really that easy. We've got to come back home. Just focus on home. That's my advice for 2026, 2028, whoever wants to run in those elections. Bring the focus back to your constituents. That's who's going to vote for you. It's as simple as that. I want to take a brief moment. If you guys like what I'm doing, be sure to follow, subscribe, like, comment. Helps boost me. If you want to help me out financially, there's a donation thing down here on Rumble, sorry. Yeah, there's a little donation thing on Rumble down here. If you want to help me out, you can do a one-time, monthly, whatever you'd like. So we're going to move on to talking about planes in general, air troubles. There's been plenty recently in the U.S. Yesterday while I was live, there was a absolute tragedy in Louisville. Absolute tragedy. Last time I checked, there was 11 confirmed dead. Still, I think roughly 10 missing. Injuries. And everybody knows as time goes on in a tragedy like this, missing is no good. It means the worst normally. I guess the National Transit Safety Board, they are on the ground in Louisville now. There's a stay-at-home order. Everybody in that area is just got to stick around. I can't imagine just having to be there. First off, with the tragedy. Second of all, with just concerns for your own health. I mean, that much black smoke in that area. I mean, I'd want to get out quick. So just keep everybody in that area in your thoughts and prayers. It'd mean a lot to them for sure. In the wake of this tragedy, yesterday, I'd say not even an hour after, I saw somebody had blamed the plane crash on President Donald J. Trump. I found this infuriating, troubling, confusing, all of the above, because it makes no sense. It's a private company. It wasn't a failure of air traffic controllers, I do not believe, as that person had stated. It was, there was a video of a taxiing passenger. You could see the UPS plane taking off, the left engine on fire. So obviously, I mean, that's not the air traffic controller that set it on fire. It wasn't Trump doing maintenance on the plane. Um, Unfortunately, this is all speculation right now, but they likely had reached the no or the go no go zone, and they hadn't noticed that it was on fire. And with that momentum, I mean, there is only one option, and that is to try the takeoff and come back for a landing. If you try to stop the plane, it would end up very similar to how it did. And maybe they were trying to stop the plane, but it looked like it did take a little bit of air. But that's truly the only option at that point. I'm no pilot by any means, but that's just the only option at that point, and it was a horrible, horrible tragedy. I guess in recent weeks, people have been talking. I've been talking about the Schumer shutdown, how that's affected airport employees. Some of these people, I mean, they can't get to work. They're not being paid. They can't fill up their tanks. They can't get gas to go to work. That's an issue. I mean, these are our public employees that we have just decided to absolutely neglect, and there are accounts of them literally running their gas tanks dry. No more money, no more gas. They're just trying to do their job. They are true public servants. And it's been way too long since we paid them. These aren't just airport employees. I mean, it's park rangers, it's everybody. All these people are being affected. And Chuck Schumer, the Democrats can't reasonably figure out a way to vote on this. I mean, it's reasonable. The bill is reasonable, but they want to continue to make Americans suffer. It's unfortunate. It's disgusting. Furthermore, there's talks right now about having to shut down airspace in America because there's nobody to man the air traffic control booths. Something absolutely unheard of in my lifetime outside of, I guess, 9/11 when they shut down airspace. Beyond that, there's no other time where large chunks of U.S. airspace have no air traffic controllers to man them, to help pilots avoid accidents. There's been no other time in American history. So we've got to start asking ourselves, how far do we want to push this? How much are we willing to set the American people back? And unfortunately, I think it'll be indefinitely. Conservatives, I mean, it's up to you guys to take the nuclear option. Just make sure, just get the 50 votes, and then you're going to have to band together the rest of this year. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard on a lot of you guys, but you just got to band together. We've got to get stuff done. We can't keep pushing everything back. It's hurting the people. And that's who matters most. Those are going to be the people voting for you. And whether you choose to help them or you choose to hurt them, that will be the future of your political career. That will be the defining moment. This is the defining moment for conservatives. Whether you choose to bend the knee or you choose to take the nuclear option, get the 51 votes, and then work together. It's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard for you guys, I know. But it's something that just has to be done. And furthermore, on the issue of air travel, In recent days, there's been reports of wait times at TSA. Everybody has their own opinion on TSA. I don't feel like I need to go there today. They are working for the American people. They are Americans. They are public servants. But they're not the ones that need to take the brunt of this. They're going to work to feed their family. But they've had to lay off IT employees at these airports that do maintain the machines. These are old machines, not particularly high tech. There are better options than what we have, but funding is why we're here. We don't have the funding for the better air traffic system yet. We don't have funding for better security yet. So we've got to use what we have. And unfortunately, these people being laid off, when one machine breaks, that means that line's closed. Less lines open means longer wait times for travelers. This could cause absolute nightmares come Thanksgiving. I hope this lockdown doesn't last that long, because it'll ruin a lot of Americans' holiday seasons. I can promise you that. A lockdown that long will absolutely, it'll be a long, cold winter. We'll put it at that. So these people do need funding. We need to get these IT people back. We need to get the technicians back so they can fix these machines, open up the lanes, and let travel happen relatively free again. I don't think that's too objectionable. I think most of the American public would appreciate that, especially coming up on Thanksgiving, people flying home to see family, visit friends, you name it. Another headline I got sent to me thought was rather interesting is the air traffic controllers at this point are having to eat lunches donated by the airlines. So airlines at this point are footing the bill. They are stepping up where our government won't, making sure that these people are fed. They're putting their differences aside, and they're making sure that these air traffic controllers are being fed. So thank you to the airlines that are doing that. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but it shows that there are at least still some good people in this world. I mean, good companies too. Just taking care of public servants. I mean, it's unfortunate that the government will not pay its employees. They can't. It's unfortunate that Schumer and his buddies have decided that this is the route they want to go. They want to punish the American people. It's reprehensible. That's the term. I don't have much more for you guys today. I wanted you to notice, I don't know if you've been looking at the sky recently. I'm not talking about the UFOs. I'm talking about the chemtrails or contrails, whatever you want to call them. Whatever you want to call them. I haven't seen them in days, weeks. I know Florida outlawed them, I believe July 1st this year. You can actually report them on a website down here, which is pretty neat. I still saw them afterwards, I'll be honest. But since the shutdown, go out in the morning, there's no lines across the sky. Go out for lunch, there's still no lines. Right now, looking in the evening, there's still no lines. I mean, there may be clouds today, but it's kind of beautiful. And it makes you think, maybe we shouldn't pay for that. Maybe we shouldn't be paying for that as taxpayers. We don't even know what it is. and it's going into our air, turning in the clouds. Obviously, those clouds rain, and it gets in our water supply. So you got to think, maybe this is a better way to not spend money, just keep our skies clear. I've heard accounts from Kentucky, accounts from Texas, that they're not noticing it anymore either. In Texas was where, I don't remember that startup, but it had the younger guy talking about how we control the weather. I remember that in the wake of the Texas floods, and it stuck with me. But I noticed they're not there. And it just looks beautiful. So hope you guys go out, maybe tomorrow, go for a walk, look around, and just enjoy it. Enjoy the beauty of nature, the true beauty of nature, not what we construct. So that's going to be really all for today. I appreciate you guys coming in, joining me. Episode number 3 of Addressing the Issues. Remember, I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you want to donate on Rumble, there should be something down here that you can click, make a one-time donation monthly if you want to support me that much. I intend to do this for a while, so the more support I can get, the better. The longer you support me, the longer I can do this. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. Go for a walk tomorrow. Just look up and enjoy nature. I'll talk to you guys soon. Well, before we go, I want to say my famous outro. It's not famous yet. Might be one day. To my people on the East Coast, thanks for listening to me on your ride home. To my people further west, enjoy the rest of your work day. Remember to get everything done. And get home safe as well. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow.